Hello, my name is Jeff Mueller, Midwest Seed Agronomist for BASF.
Hello, my name is Troy Bauer. I'm the Seed Treatment Tech Rep for the Western Corn Belt.
We wanted to talk a little bit about the ILEVO seed treatment and some of the benefits it can bring to farmers in their fields. Troy?
ILEVO provides protection against nematodes, including soybean cyst nematodes and SDS. So at this time of year, I would encourage growers to get out and start scouting their fields and looking around, taking a shovel out, digging up some plants and looking at the root system, inspecting them for soybean cyst nematodes. Also, they can split the root and look inside, and if you've got a brown outer area of the soybean root, that is generally indicative of SDS. So they really need to get out and scout their fields to see what's going on. You can remember with soybean cyst nematodes, you can get 4 to 6 generations per year, and so that is why they're such a troublesome pest. With SDS, you have both the below ground phase, which is that root rot you can see on the outside of the root, which is can be a blue mold, as well as splitting that root and looking inside to see if you see that brown discoloration. Where it gets really disruptive is when you get the above ground symptoms for SDS, and that's what growers generally associate with SDS. The upper leaves will get kind of yellow to brown, and they will get more necrotic, and those upper leaves will then drop off. And that's when you have very dramatic yield effects. So growers need to get out and inspect for both soybean cyst nematode and SDS. ILEVO long-term has provided a 4.6 bushel per acre advantage in those fields where SDS and SCN both exist. So if growers find those pests out in the field, they need to start thinking about developing a plan for 2022 and beyond. So I guess as we think about that, Jeff, as growers scout their fields, what agronomic issues do they need to be concerned with going forward?
Well, right now is a great time to be out in your fields looking. When you start seeing that foliar symptoms start showing up with your SDS, it's usually about this 1st of August time frame, and that's when you start seeing it out in the field. So the key is for growers, get boots on the ground, get out to the field. As Troy was saying, dig up some plants. If you suspect that you might have some cyst nematode, look at the roots, see if you see those little white cysts on those root hairs. If you think you have SDS out there, go dig up the plants, cut it, see what the pith looks like, see what the roots look like. If you have extreme sudden death, you'll have a light blue hue on that root mass also. But look at it and see if you have those going out there. Have to understand sudden death syndrome and cyst nematode, they will overwinter, and once you have them in your soil, they are going to be there for basically the lifetime of that field. So making that plan now for 2022 and beyond with that idea that you have those in the field, and knowing when you're coming back, you're going to either utilize a ILEVO seed treatment if it's SDS, but also knowing that you need to plant a soybean variety that has a strong sudden death syndrome, SDS tolerance, or has a strong cyst nematode, has a cyst nematode gene in it and handles cyst nematodes well. By doing that, planning ahead, you're going to ensure yourself better yields in the years to come. For further information on sudden death syndrome or cyst nematode, please contact your local BASF representative.